These hoes praying on my downfall. These hoes praying on my downfall. On all tens, bitch, I stood tall. Took the males to the chin. Did it break me? Not at all. Tino fronted me.
Because in the comments was like, the bitches was like, why her hair look like that? Why she ain't doing her hair? Her hair stiff. Da, da, da. Damn, nigga, you could have told me.
How long ago was that?
That was like when I first moved back out here. That was like 2013, 14. I'm mid-cotton, 13, had to be 13 because I was in school. I still had me to say then.
Shit, give the people a brief backstory on your upbringing.
On my upbringing? How far back? What you mean?
How far you want to go?
I mean, from what you mean, like my upbringing? Just give me a time frame, like, cause I can go all the way back to like my childhood, or I could go. You want music upbringing or like what?
When you so you Taj Rich, right?
Yeah.
So, I guess when you became Taj Rich.
When I became Taj Rich, that was a couple years ago. Honestly, when I kind of linked up with my boy Scotty Rich from Arlington, that's my bro. That's the nigga who really gave me my name. Cause before that I was TK. TK was my street name though, and he pretty much was like, you gotta separate the streets from your music. So you can't tie your street name in with your music, cause then that's gonna fuck up business. So he was already known, popular in Dallas, in DFW period as Scotty Rich. So I just adapted Rich, and Taj is my name, so I just made it Taj Rich.
Is Taj short for something?
Well, yeah, it is, but that ain't nobody's fucking business. Cause anybody knows my government name is Taj Rich. It actually is legally changed to Taj Rich.
How long you been rapping?
I've been rapping for a long time, really long, like probably like since I was 8 years old. Like I never really took it serious until I think I turned 18. That's when I dropped my first mixtape.
What was it called?
Your Man's Best Friend, Volume 1.
What year was that?
2010. You ready to tell my age out here in these streets? Ooh. Oh, damn. I've been telling you I'm 21 for the longest, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, black don't crack though.
It don't, cause I'm gonna be 21 until I'm 30. When I'm 30, I'm gonna be 25.
How come people, why you think people like don't really want to give their age to, you know, individuals who ask how old they are and shit like that? Why, what do people have against, you know, getting older, getting wiser and shit?
Honestly, the only reason why I even started doing the age thing was because of the music industry. But then again, like I look young, so if you was to just walk up to me now and guess my age, you would be all the way off. Like people don't even know how old I am unless I tell them, because I look good. But a lot of people do it because it's like, if you tell the person that you 27 and you tell them you trying to pursue a rap career, they look at you like you're crazy. But in hindsight, it's a lot of rappers that are big, like even like with 2 Chainz, Nicki Minaj, a lot of Drake. A lot of them niggas didn't get on until they was like 25. So it's like, it sound bad on paper if you say you just old, but in reality, shit, your life really just getting started.
Hell yeah. Who was your favorite female artist prior to you picking up a microphone?
Eve. She matched my rawness. Like I was a tomboy, street kid. She was the chick that came out with the low buzz cut with the tattoos, but still was kind of sexy with it at the same time. Like
She with a white man now, huh?
she got a billionaire. You hear me? She got a nigga with some money.
So that's what it's all about, you think?
I don't think so. But you know, if you watch her interviews and shit, like she talk real, like oh my gosh, and I be like, girl, if you don't please let that Philly out your mouth, because you's not like you're not proper. Like it sounds funny when she tries to talk proper, because I can pull up interviews where you was talking real. You can hear the Philly in her voice, like. But I don't think it's about the money, maybe she just really like a white dude. I mean, shit, the only nigga we know before that was Stevie J, and look how that turned out.
Since all this protests and shit start happening, and she ain't said a goddamn thing.
Man, but she controversial. You know, she on is it The View she's on? She be having some real controversial views, and people be coming to her, and it just be like, whew. But she ain't really got no platform. I don't think nobody care what Eve think no more. She not a fucking body.
She still your favorite artist?
Is she still my favorite artist? Her music from then, yeah. But as far as now, no. Like I could turn on the Eve album to this day right now in gym, like it just came out. But that new shit she put out, I ain't fucking with that shit, man. It ain't it.
So I got familiar with you from first day out. That's how I discovered you.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, damn, she cute. She got a pretty face. The music.
Gangster too.
The music. I don't really like gangster chicks, man. You know
but I'm cute with it, so it's
not musically. I don't, you know what I'm saying?
But I'm cute with it.
Are you a gangster though?
Am I a gangster? I mean, I'm a street bitch.
You are?
I've been in the streets. I was in the streets for a while.
Where were you raised?
Was I raised? I was raised in the Grove, but I'm originally from Missouri. So, I mean, my family holds weight. We're in my hometown, Como. So,
What brought you out here?
my mama moved out here when I was like 7, and shit, I spent a lot of time back and forth. So I honestly really got to see both sides of the fence. Like when I would be with my daddy now was kind of like a little uppity. They got no money. Like on my mama's side, they not broke because they hustlers, but I got to see the street side of things. Like I know how to hustle for my mom, but I know how to be book smart for my daddy. Me growing up, I didn't fucking listen. My mama wouldn't let me listen. I got in trouble for listening to Pretty Ricky. And I listened to that. The first time I heard Pretty Ricky, I was 14.
Pretty what?
Pretty Ricky.
What's that?
You don't know
I don't
Pretty
fucking with
Ricky
you,
is?
girl. I don't know.
I was about to say, nigga.
Why they what kind of name is Pretty Ricky? Where'd they get that from?
I guess it just.
And it was like, how many niggas was in that group?
4 or 5. It sounded good. It's like nice little group. It's like Travis Scott. Travis Porter. It was 3 niggas. The fuck?
Did you go to like one of their shows?
No, my mom wasn't going for that. She wasn't going for that. I gotta go a little Bow Wow with my man when she went there.
Did you used to sneak out the house when you were younger and shit? You know, sneak out.
I snuck out once. I wasn't the sneak out the house. I ain't gonna say once, probably like a couple times. When we lived in Mesquite, my room was in the front of the house and my window was right there. So we snuck out a couple times. My mom, her room was in the back, so that's when my cousin was staying there. So they didn't bad influence on me.
You must have got caught because you brought it up.
No, I didn't, never.
You ain't get
There's
caught.
a lot of shit I never got. That's why I've always been labeled the good kid. And people, whenever I kind of embrace, like when I started rapping and I would talk about all this stuff, people would look at me a little bit like, what? Until I started making a name for myself, really, you know what I'm saying, and what I was actually doing. Because I'm very sneaky. Like, I don't get caught. I never got caught doing a lot of shit. I didn't get caught doing illegal shit in the streets until damn near all the way into my adult life. Like, I didn't catch my first charge on some serious shit till I was right there at the peak of 18. I was 17. I got in trouble. I never stopped after that, but I just switched up how to maneuver so I wouldn't get caught no more. And that got dropped from my record because I was in Missouri. When you're under the age of 18, whatever charge you catch, it just falls off your record at 18. And then
Juvenile. Juvenile, right?
Yeah, and then I didn't catch no other charge again until damn near 7 years later when I was damn near grown. I was already grown. Like, that was just me on some sloppy shit.
Yeah, it happens to everybody, the best of them. You know what I'm saying?
People be thinking
shit happens.
If you don't get caught, you ain't really doing what you're doing. So I guess it played good for my credibility that I got caught, but it didn't play good for my life because I got caught.
Yeah. You think it was the company you kept is why you got caught?
Company I kept, the attention I was starting to receive, and it's like whenever. At first, I was okay with playing the backseat. Like I knew what I was doing. The people around me knew what I was doing, and I was cool with that. But then, like once I got out here again as an adult, and I was out here without like nobody for real. Like as far as my team, I didn't really know a lot of people. I didn't know people.
Were you homeless?
I was homeless for a little bit. Yeah, but that was after a bad relationship, and I kind of just decided to pack up and leave. Couldn't do it no more. And I was like, I'm gonna take what I can. And for about 2 years, I was bouncing around. It took me 2 years to get on my feet. And that was just 3 years ago that I finally got back on my feet. It was tough.
How were you like sleeping and shit?
It was in my car, or I would stay at my cousin's house on the floor sometime. But you know, with family, yeah, they'd be like, yeah, you can come over here, but then
They start acting funny once
you there, and they just be like, alright, let me I would just be like, all right, I'm gonna go here. And I would really sleep in my car. Like, it'd be nice that I would like go out to like a bar or something and drink with my friends or something. Where I worked at, I had to be at work at like 4 in the morning. So I would just leave from that bar at like 12, pull up at my job, pull in the back, and go to sleep in the back seat of my car, and then wake up and go on the job.